Hi, today I'm talking about the benefits of getting lost, which is never a comfortable experience. Now, when someone says, hey, get lost, they usually mean go away, I don't want you. So when I pulled this card and I heard my guide said, hey, get lost, I had some feelings about that. But I asked them more of what they were talking about, and they showed me the actual, physical experience of what happens when you get lost. When you get lost, you actually become hyper aware of your surroundings. You start to notice things you've never noticed before. If you're in a neighborhood that's unfamiliar, you start, seeing things, your vision, your hearing, right? You turn down the radio so you can see better. So you start decreasing distractions to pick up on more information. These are all good skills to incorporate in your day to day, turning down the distractions of social media or, binging shows and streaming networks and actually paying attention to your surroundings. What are you doing or not doing? What is the messages coming through for you, the guidance that you're getting? And that's the other piece, your guidance. Now, in this day and age, most people don't feel like they truly get lost because they have their GPS to tell them where to go. If there's road work or a detour or an accident or something, your GPS will reroute you and say, hey, take this detour and it will lead you to where you want to go. Now, I think of GPS as my guide's perspective and support. When I trust my spiritual team's guidance and support because their perspective is coming from being able to see a bigger picture, they can see where I want to go. And if it's truly for my highest good, they will help me get there, usually in a much shorter, faster route than me just trying to figure it out in my own mental body, my own brain. But they also know that if where I'm trying to go is actually not for my highest good, they will reroute me. And it'll look like roadblocks and detours and things not working out and me going, what's going on? I think I want to get to this destination, but I'm being rerouted this way and that door is closed and this person isn't calling me back and nothing's working out because they're actually rerouting me to something better. And it's about trusting your GPS, your guidance system, your intuition, your spirit team that gives you those subtle messages that you have to turn down the noise to be able to pay attention to. Often when we think we know the way, right? It's like when you drive to work every day. You know how to get there. Sometimes you'll get to work and go, "Oh, wow, I'm here already? I don't even remember taking that turn or, getting off the expressway or I was, in a zone of not paying attention." It's the same thing day after day and you don't notice. I mean, I have driven many times to work or to my parents' house to visit, and I just know how to get there and I really tune out. And then my mom will be like, hey, did you see that they built that new store over there? And I'm like, no, I drove by that like four times. I physically didn't see this new store that was put up because I wasn't paying attention. I was expecting the route that I was taking. I knew where I was going. But when I'm lost, which I've been in the respect that, there was a detour and I took streets and stuff I didn't know. Again, my GPS was telling me where to go. And I found this amazing nature trail where I, can go for walks and connect with nature that I didn't even know existed. I'd never seen it before. But because I was lost, I was able to pay attention to their surroundings and see it. Now, the other piece about getting lost that's uncomfortable is getting lost means you don't know. You don't know, how to get to where you're going. You don't know when you will arrive. You don't know the best route to take. But getting lost is saying, I don't know, and being open to the message that's going to come through, the guidance that's going to come through, where it's actually going to take you. Again, if you think you already know, you limit yourself. But if you're open to say, I don't know, releasing some of that the danger signals, right? Evolutionary wise, if you didn't know, it meant that, you're getting lost in the woods and a tiger is going to eat you, you're going to starve to death. So you needed to know what you were doing, what was safe, what wasn't safe. Like you had to know these things. But when you get stuck in thinking you have to have all the answers, you limit yourself to the answers of being able to come through, right? On a biological level, when you activate that stress response of, oh my God, I don't know the answer, or, I don't know how to get to where I'm going or how to manifest my dreams. If I don't know and I'm stressed about it, that activates cortisol, the lower functioning part of the brain. You're actually not accessing your higher part of your brain, which is, just your problem solving, conceptualizing, but also the higher part of your actual crown, your spiritual opening to get messages to come through in divine guidance. You're keeping in that lower part of your brain that just says survival and fear and I have to know, I have to know. Now, the other thing about getting lost is sometimes when we get lost, I mean, even to reprogram the GPS or something, we have to pull off the side of the road and stop. We have to find a place to just stop and pause. And sometimes part of getting lost is to stop trying to push ahead as if you know, or saying, I don't know, but I'm still going to forge ahead. I'm still going to just keep driving in that direction. Eventually, something will happen. Sometimes you get more clarity when you pause, get your bearings, and go, wait, oh, yeah, I do know this neighborhood. I mean, it was years ago that I was here, but this looks familiar. And I know if I go this way, that will get me where I need to be or whatever. So sometimes, the advice, the guidance that comes through is stop, pause, get your bearings before you just forge ahead in unknown territory and sketchy neighborhoods, because nobody wants to do that. So there are benefits to getting lost. If you don't know your direction, you don't know where you're going, you don't know how to get to where you want to be, trust your GPS, your guide's perspective and support. Tune in, pause, and allow those messages to come through, the guidance to turn left or turn right, or to not do anything for right now. We don't always have to be going forward. We can pause and see what comes through. And if you need help getting those messages from your team, you can book a reading and I can help you with that. Or better yet, book a spiritual coaching session where I can teach you how to listen to your own intuition and get your own messages from your guides, so you're not giving your power away and relying on somebody else to tell you what they would like you to know. So check out the link in the description. I'd be happy to help. And check in. Maybe it's time to get lost yourself.